Hey, this is John from Alloy 211. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at some rusty but functional Sig P229 magazines that are available on Christmas sale right now from AIM Surplus. Now, I had no intention of buying any magazines when I went on their website the other day, but I happened to see they're having a Christmas sale, and I happened to see these for $9.95. And normally Sig P229 magazines go for over $20 a piece unless there's a weird sale or something. So at $10, I thought, yeah, they're rusty, but if they function, then they're definitely worthwhile, especially because they do appear to be actual Sig magazines, and they are actual Sig Sauer magazines. Sig Sauer P229 40 357, kind of see it. Made in Italy. They're both the same magazine, made in Italy, and very rusty. Now, initially when I took them out of the box, this is about what I expected from what I saw in the pictures online. What I thought was really interesting was that when I got them, I saw that they were the same as this factory Sig P229 magazine that I have. Now granted, I've kept this in a pretty good environment, haven't exposed it to a lot of moisture or anything like that, but as you can see here, it had developed rust as well. And I was really disappointed with this because the original magazine that came with my Sig P229, which was made in the mid-90s, hasn't rusted at all. This is the original magazine, still works fine. You know, and one of the things I really like about this magazine is I love this dovetail on the back. I don't know why, I love it. Granted, these extruded magazines are great, they work well, never had any problem with them, although corrosion. The original ones I do like better. So, but it's not what we're here to look at. We're here to look at the rusty ones. Overall, the outside is about what I expected. A lot of corrosion. You could clean this all off. It looks like someone may have already. I didn't do this. This is how they came. So I'm guessing someone somewhere before these got let out tried to clean the rust off, and then they decided that they're a lost cause. Because they all seem to have some of that, or someone's taken some sort of a rotary tool to them and tried to clean the rust off. And I don't know at what point that was done, but you could do better. And you don't really even need to take it all off. In fact, what I'll probably do is clean them off as well as I can, and then take some rust converting primer and then paint them. It's probably what I'll do. And the outside of the body, although is important, what really matters is how rusty are they on the inside, because you can clean the rust off the outside pretty easily and freshen them up and make them serviceable. But if they're heavily rusted or corroded on the inside, or if the spring is rusted, that was a big concern of mine. Was the spring going to be rusted? Because if the spring's rusted, then I have to get new springs, and it's kind of not even worthwhile. Kind of. So let's go ahead and pull these apart and see what they look like inside. Just push the button down, push the base plate forward, keeping your thumb over the spring so it doesn't go shooting out. And as we can see, the spring relatively rust free. There's a little bit of rust up here on this one, but pretty rust free. Base plate has a little bit of rust on it, not too bad. Follower is plastic. Now inside the body, get the slide over here, see if we can see much in there. No, you can see a little bit of corrosion there. See if we can get the top. There, we can see the top. You can see the top kind of looks similar to the outside, but from what I can see, that mostly seems to be in the top few inches of the magazine. So that can be pretty easily cleaned out. You can clean it all out, really. Just how much do you want to? And lower down in the body, it's not so bad. Let's go ahead and pull the other one apart so we can kind of get a feel. I mean, this is only 2 out of however many they're selling, so all I can really speak of is the condition. Again, push the button in, keep your finger over it, there you go. I can only really speak of the condition of these 2 magazines. Again, the spring, a little bit of corrosion, but not too bad. In fact, that most of this looks like surface corrosion that it may have pulled off of the inside of the magazine body. Hell no, well, no, that's a little more serious there. But it's nothing that's gonna hamper the spring's function. Base plate has a little bit of rust as well. Now let's look at the inside. Knock the follower out. Plastic. And Getting the light over here. Top of the inside of this one doesn't actually look quite as bad. It's kind of hard to tell, but doesn't look quite as bad as the other one. And yeah, it's about the same really overall, even though the top does seem to not be quite so rusty, which I can see better here than I can show you. They still look about in the same condition. In fact, I would say overall I call them the same condition. Now compared to this magazine, yeah, they're not great, and if you bought this magazine it'd probably be like $25 depending on the time, depending on everything. Whereas you can get 2 of these for the price of that one. So at $10, if you're in the market for Sig P229 magazines and you don't mind doing a little bit of cleanup, which I don't mind doing a little bit of cleanup, then I would say that you should go ahead and buy maybe 2, maybe 3 of these. If nothing else, they're going to be good for the range, kind of like the P228 magazines that I did a video on. Good for the range if nothing else. So if you found this video informative and you enjoyed it, I'd appreciate a like. And if you watched some other videos and you enjoyed those too, I'd appreciate if you subscribe. Thanks, and have a happy holiday. I guess I'll say that here because I did mention a Christmas sale. So thanks and have a wonderful day.